Okay, welcome back. Now, Apple refreshed its line of iPhones for 2019, adjusting the pricing structure along the way. The iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max starts at $699, $999, and $1,099 respectively. Now, this new iPhone picks up a fresh palette of colors, longer battery life, and an A13 Bionic processor inside that promises faster performance. But more than any other feature, it's the camera's hardware and software that take the headline role. So there are there are 3 cameras on the back of the Pro phones and 2 on the back of the iPhone 11. James, what is your take on this new phone?
I'm an Android user, so I've never upgraded iPhone. So the three cameras at the back is old technology. I don't know even what the reason.
Just saying that the iPhone upgrade is an old technology. The Android users.
I would say it's old technology, but then they will always say our Android technology is, even if it's new technology, is not quality technology. They always say that the camera is more clear. You know, they always give you reason, but who up to now is still using notches. Wow, we are now bezel-less. So the thing about iPhone, even there's even a meme going around. I don't know whether you saw it. The way they're now starting to put cameras, the whole back will be full of cameras.
Like it's going to be. But you see, like if you're to discuss about the pricing, I feel like this is something that they thought through. Is it because of the economy that is happening between is it the China-US war that is going on that they discover that there's a niche or a market place whereby they need to sell stuff instead of whatever is coming from outside?
Actually, before even start going all the way to that, first I commend iPhone, because $699 for a brand new iPhone. Those are now that is a price range for an Android. That's a price range for an Infinix. So iPhone has now started competing with likes of Infinix and Tecno. That's actually deserves a congratulations for them.
Yes, they do.
Yes, but then for the reason of why, do you know right now the Note 11, Samsung Note 11 that was released the other day is more expensive than the most expensive iPhone.
Sure.
That's really shocking. Samsung is now outpricing.
Samsung is actually pricing because with the affordable phone is like around $2,000.
Wow, imagine.
I feel like iPhone is really doing something good.
So the thing about they discovered there's a market, and right now because Huawei is fighting, Chinese companies are fighting with the American government. So I think now iPhone has said, now this is opportunities. Let us now enter this market that Huawei was there. So I would really commend their design department, and also the marketing department.
But you see, like now it's where Kenyans actually feel like it's the entire world really took it, or they wanted to have a fun of it. And some of the memes include the camera having a lot of the phone having many cameras behind it, and some people even put like is it Panadol, is it Piriton?
I also saw that one.
Yeah, it's more of like advancing it. And then there's also the one on how to pay for the iPhone. Wow. Basically, people were saying, for me to be able to pay for this iPhone, I need to sell my kidney.
But in regards to that, the way Samsung, now that would be the new Samsung way of payment, the kidney.
So you have to really sell your kidney at least. But that is for the Samsung though.
Yes.
I feel Samsung is the one that it's become a little bit costly.
Yeah, if you're having a phone more than $1,000, 100,000 Kenya shillings. Wow, to just have a phone, and then next year they will release another phone. That makes sense.
I know. So now, the Kenyan government on Thursday announced an immediate ban on the adoption of children by foreign nations. A special cabinet meeting at the State House in Nairobi, chaired by President Uhuru Kenyatta and attended by Deputy President William Ruto, also directed the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection to formulate a new policy document to regulate the adoption of children by foreign nations in in Kenya. Now, some Kenyans were in agreement with this ban, and if you look at one at Anonymous Kenya, he said, totally support this move. In fact, should be abolished in totality. No black couple living abroad / home, no matter how rich, is granted adoption of a white child, not even celebrities. Let's find ways of taking care of our own, orphans or otherwise. So, James, do you think like this is a good move, and what triggered the move actually? The decision, sorry.
It is a good move, I would say that. But then with every policy, with everything that the government always does, there's always a a merit and a demerit. Now,
Sure.
the demerit here comes because we do have so many children homes in Kenya. And then now the question you start asking yourself is, and most of these children's homes are owned by foreigners. So now does this law that has come up, this now regulation that the government is saying that no foreigner will now actually adopt a child, will it also affect the foreigners who own and also the foreigners who aid these children homes? So they need to come up clear. They know, I know the reason why most of the actually the major reason exactly the major reason will be child trafficking. So they've really had a tough time trying to fight child trafficking. So what do? Just abolish this. Let's say let Kenyans adopt Kenyans.
Adopt Kenyans. So I feel like they need to again have a receipt or give us much more clear verdict of exactly what is the move. And for these people who are actually aiding them, do they stop aiding, or because like they're not allowed? And is the government willing to take up that step?
Yes.
Okay. Now, one of the hottest launches at Frankfurt Auto Show wasn't $1 million supercar or a mass market bestseller, but an updated version of a boxy, no-frills favorite of farmers, explorers, and the military, the new Land Rover Defender, which traces its heritage back almost to World War II, was unveiled Tuesday, 3 years after stricter emission and safety standards consigned the Go Anywhere original to the history books. But auto enthusiasts don't seem that impressed with the new Land Rover. For example, we have at Aljib 1960 replying to JL_news says, looks like a kit car designed by student at an art college, not iconic like the old one. James, what are your thoughts on this?
The new Land Rover, we can say it is an acquired taste. So what I mean is, you either love it or you don't love it. So people actually
this person said it looks like a kid who designed the new Land Rover.
I am for that.
Really?
I like rugged. I like rough. I like the car being steady. The way it was just the metallic box. That's how I liked my Defender, because if I wanted, that thing looks like a Discovery, just point blank. So if I wanted to buy a Discovery, let me just go and buy a Discovery. Now I'm being forced. Now the people who would want the Defender are now being forced to buy a Discovery.
So just going to tell people that the new Land Rover looks like a Discovery?
It technically looks like one. Okay,
if you're going to read the next tweet, and this one is from Blissa HC, he said, insanely expensive interior. All the stitching inside panels and materials plus grooves and gaps will be forever catching that mud etc. is just another boring SUV. The old one was flat metal interior, just like you said. Actually, the old one was like flat metal interior.
Because now what will happen is that the Defender would be very expensive. Two, if it's the same price as the old version of Defender, that means that they will compromise on something on the car. Now, if Land Rover compromises, the Defender was known to be tough. To have to be powerful. Now, if they have it at the same price as the old Defender, means it might be less powerful, and it may not be able to go to our.
But James, do you feel like just changing the material of the car is what is going to make the interior? It's making the car less perfect like the way it was before.
Like I would say this. There was a market. There were people who would buy Defenders, and you can remember when you were growing up. Our PCs and some police used to be known to have those Defenders. Now because it had a niche, you say it had a type of market. The people would buy a Defender specifically for that. I'm guessing now they have actually spread the market. They will get new entrants to the people. There are people who would now buy Defender and say, because that car looks like a car you can wear a suit, tie.
It could be a luxury Defender type of car.
No. You see, anyway, let me tell you, that's how the Hummer came up. The Hummer was actually a car designed for war. Then people liked it. Then all of a sudden it reached to where the H3, when the H3 was coming up, people could wear a suit, go to work. So maybe it's the same direction.
Now, if you look at now that this is from at STL 525, replying to at JLR_news, looks like an old model Discovery with a Freelander front. Okay, James, you literally mentioned something like this.
But
is it a Freelander?
You see, the thing is, I'm not against the Freelander or I'm against the Discovery. I'm
Why
just saying
Discovery is a good car.
it's a very good car. So I'm saying the people who, because they already have that passion, why is it that Defenders are not selling? Then if they're not selling, then kill off the division. Why change something that is already working, something that is already existing, something that is already being sold, and it's being to a target market, and you're changing it to a different design?
But did you see that? Sorry, did you see the one that was in Kenya? Actually, it was
yes,
round,
actually, so with some colors there.
Yeah, it was really good. But I feel like most of these cars, actually, the way they're designed to withstand conditions abroad, but not really in Africa. You know, there's the harshness. Yes. There's, you know, you get a car, the car has
the tough roads.
Yes, it has something to do with snow, you know, slide, stuff like that.
But yes, but you know, in regards to that, I you know, is it that they regard Kenya as a bush country, so they can come and start testing their cars?
But we
have that's something that is unique. Good terrains, and there's no a transport network. That shows you that we're in a bush country. Anyway, I will assume that's not the reason why Land Rover decided to come and test here, and maybe they came and tested here because they thought actually Kenya is a market for the Defenders.
Market. Yes, because a lot of people like you know, taking road trips and all that. But you know what, James? If we start this conversation of cars, I know for a fact I'm not going to win. So we'll have to end it from there. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to follow us on our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, SoundCloud at Metropole TV KE. I've been your host, Lillian Conchita, and my co-host is
James
Rai. Until next time, it's goodbye for now.